What's going on, guys? Today's gonna be a good video. So I just want to state off the bat, how many of y'all prep so long overnight, getting ready for the next morning or night or tournament, whatever y'all gonna do, and just the fish don't bite? We've been just gonna go try to hit a pond, y'all, and you just go out there and they don't bite either. Or even the worst, at the fact, you know, there's a ton of bass in the pond, but you just can't catch them. So in today's video, y'all, I'm gonna show you guys how to locate bass and how you can have a great day catching them. All right, y'all, I'm excited for today's video. Y'all know the drill. We're about to catch some fish today, y'all. It's not gonna be the average video. We're gonna really break this pond down today. I wanna show y'all, when I go fish any body of water around here, if it's a tournament, a new lake, a pond, a creek, anything, the techniques I use as soon as I walk up to it. 'Cause I know it's very intimidating when you're fishing with a buddy and like he's just catching more than you. You're throwing like the same exact thing and like he's catching fish and you're not. There's a reason, y'all. Fishing ain't just about casting out there and just wishing luck. Fishing is not luck, it's skill. It's the fact of using your mind over them. We're not gonna get into gear, rods, line, we're not gonna do all of that. We're just gonna get into the fundamentals of what I do when I come to a pond, and we're gonna demonstrate. First thing I do, y'all, when I come to a pond is I break it down. I'm gonna look for where the structure is, where there's the deep side, there's a dam, if there's grass, lily pads, anything. That's just gonna give me the idea in my head about how I'm gonna break it down. Once you find out what's in here and where the fish could be holding at, that's how you debate what you're gonna tie on. And once again, y'all, if you guys wanna get into what to use where and what, I can make another video, but today I'm just gonna break down what I have to do. Number two, y'all, the second thing I do is, this is a big deal and a lot of people actually skip doing this. When you come to a pond, you have to figure out, or a lake, wherever y'all are fishing, you have to figure out what source of food they're eating. Around here for lakes, it's gizzard shad and bluegill, crawfish, anything like that. But most of the time, y'all, ponds don't really have a lot of gizzard shad. They mainly just have bluegill. That's another hint for y'all of what you have to put on the throw. Number three, y'all, and this is a big one too. When you walk up to the pond, look at the color of the water. If it is crystal clear, don't be throwing no exotic colors. If the water is very, very murky, you're gonna be sticking to a red, a black and a blue, just a black by itself. You're gonna try to stick to those darker colors so those fish can actually nose down and see it. When you're fishing a clear water pond, y'all, this pond really ain't that clear, but it's not murky. So that's when it's in the middle, y'all. If it's crystal clear, you're gonna be throwing natural colors, brown, green, anything like that, y'all. But because this is half and half, I'm actually throwing a green and a purple. I'm throwing a little purple in there, y'all. If y'all haven't watched my older videos, purple is the color. Pressure bass love purple. It's something they don't see, and it catches them, y'all. We're gonna stop right there at three, y'all, because the rest we're gonna talk on my chest. But those are the three steps, what I do when I first walk up to any body of water I'm about to go fish. I wanna mention one more thing, y'all. This pond sucks. Like, terribly. Like, I hate this pond with a passion. There's like 4 big fish in here. They stay grouped up. This pond's super old. I know the man who owns this. This pond, I've seen baits that have been around for 40 years. They have seen everything, and it is super pressured. And once again, it sucks. And to make matters even worse, the only positive thing I have is overcast today. But I chose to fish this at 4:21. So it's in the middle of the day. I didn't come here in the morning, I didn't come here in the afternoon. I'll be happy if I can catch 2 or 3 fish today, but the point is, we're gonna locate them. Hope y'all enjoy this video. Thank you. All right, y'all, so if you can look at the pond right now, you can see that the whole back side of this pond is nothing but woods. There's trees in the water. So in my mind, I wanna be casting into that. I wanna be trying to pick fish out. I know they're gonna be sitting in there. That's their home, that's their cover. So the choice of bait I went with today is a good old Texas rig. I'm gonna be able to cast into that brush and drag it back. But you gotta realize, remember when I said this pond's super pressured? Most of the time, they know when you cast the bait out and it's coming towards the bank, they've seen that a million times. That will turn the bite off in a second. So my tactic today, I'm gonna be casting the opposite side of the bank and bringing it towards me, making that bait come into deeper water. And that's gonna be my first tactic today, y'all, of how I'm gonna get my first bite. So we're gonna go ahead and get out there. Let that bait go to that bank. This is the thing that makes me laugh, y'all. This is probably one of the biggest keys. When you find the fish, when you actually get a fish and you get them located, fishing like this is not gonna work. Like I said, y'all, there's some ponds where like it's every catch you catch a fish, or you could be doing this, you can just be reeling it in, and that works. But 99% of the time, y'all, every single time you cast, there is a bass looking at your bait, and he's gonna determine if he wants to eat it or if he's not. When you get a bass dialed in, y'all, you wanna make sure you're giving him the opportunity to actually eat it and to commit to the bait. Most of the time, y'all, when I'm working the bait, I'm going this slow. I'm barely just pulling that bait. And when I feel like I'm getting hung up on grass, 2 pops and now it's off. And now the bait's gonna glide again. Another key is a reaction bite, and that's what I'm mainly looking for today, y'all. As I'm casting into that brush, when it's sinking down, a bass being a bass, he's gonna destroy it. And I'm actually gonna pinpoint every foot of a cast. I'm gonna start working my way down the bank. That way I'm not skipping any fish. I'm gonna repeat that every single cast until I get my first bite. I'm gonna spend about 20 minutes in this one spot, because I promise y'all, there is a fish from here to here. It's just a matter of fact if you can get him to bite or not. And we're gonna use our head to do that today. What I'm doing right now, y'all, is I'm fan casting. That's one thing that people do not do. Don't just cast at what looks good. Everything in front of me looks good right now, y'all. And you have no clue what's down there either. Don't cover water too fast. All right, y'all, done covered all my stretch right here. I've gotten no bites. So now I'm gonna cast on the bank, y'all. Start covering that stretch, and I'll cast behind me and go down that stretch. You can't skip water, y'all. It's not an option when you're trying to catch bass. There's a bite, y'all. There he is. Come here, buddy. Down the bank, y'all. That's why I'm not skipping any spots. There's my first fish, and she is not a bad one. Get up here, bud. Yes, sir. There's a difference, y'all, when you're hooking bass here and here. See, I got it right in the corner. I can tell this bass really nosed down on it, and she inhaled the heck out of it. That's my first fish, y'all. She's a beaut. Thank you, baby. All right, y'all, that was my first fish down the bank. This is one thing that I've learned over the years, y'all. As soon as you get your first bite, that first fish, wherever you caught him at, you gotta learn maybe why he was sitting there. You gotta use every hint and detail, try to get your next bite. That fish was caught on the bank, right next to a laydown. So I'm gonna keep on fishing my tactic, but then as I move along, y'all, I'm gonna keep that in my mind. And if you catch your next fish doing that, y'all, you're starting to get on the pattern. That's what you want. So we're gonna go back down the bank, y'all. It could be two of them, they could be grouped up, you don't know. We're gonna fish that pretty good now, and then we'll move on to our next tactic. All right, y'all, we've worked this bank, worked the stretch in front of us. Now it is time to relocate and change spots. The key factor too, y'all, when you're fishing a pressure pond like this, a fish knows its nature. It is quiet, outdoors, can't be too loud, y'all. We try to walk up to a spot pretty quiet because there could be fish right in front of me. And if you can see them before they can see you and you make that pitch, you got yourself a fish, y'all. Here we go with this pond being pressured. People already out here throwing stuff, y'all. Just so I don't spook anything off the bank, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and go down the bank really quick. All right, y'all, so we fished the banks right next to me. I'm gonna go ahead and start targeting in front of me now. You can see there's a pretty laydown right there, and there's some roots, and there's a small little gap between all that. And that's where I wanna put my bait, y'all, right in the middle of that. Perfect spot for a bass to hide. Should be something sitting over there. And there he is. That was a bite, y'all, he dropped it. Situations like this, y'all, I do have a fish probably nose down on it right now. Let that bait do its thing. I'm gonna slowly pull it again. So I'm not spooking that fish, he should come back and eat it. I try that fish to not come back, but he's in the area. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna cast right back to that, go a little bit further back, but I'm gonna do a quiet fall, and that's what I call is when I'm casting, before it hits the water, I'm gonna pull my rod back so it hits the water quietly so you're not spooking that fish. Get back in that area, pull it back. He just bit it again. What sucks about a bass, y'all, they kind of lose interest kind of fast. Most of the time a fish will nose down and bite it twice. Sometimes you get him to bite it the third time. Most of the time, y'all, you got two chances to get that fish to bite, and he bit my lure twice, but there could be more than one. So we're gonna put that lure back, go a little bit over to the left. Once again, y'all, things I learned over the years is the fact that there is a fish over there and she's fired up. She actually hit off your reaction bite. She's not lazy. She's probably over there trying to corral some bluegill over there. As I go out through my day now, I'm gonna remember that spot. And right before I leave, we're gonna come back and try to catch that fish again. But for right now, let's start fishing some more spots. All right, y'all, we're at a new spot. Go ahead and target down the bank first. I'm gonna start targeting what's in front of me. There's a fish. Oh no, she hung me up. God, that felt good, y'all. She made my line jump. And we broke. All right, y'all, that was an amazing thump. Could have been a good one. A little tip, y'all, keep an extra hook and a weight in your bag so you gotta walk back. All right, y'all, we're gonna keep moving, get out this spot and go find another. Remember that spot, y'all, when I said that we missed that one and we were trying to come back and get her? Let's see if she's still there. All right, y'all, she was not there. She could have moved down a little bit more. Let's go try to hit her from a different angle. This one. I got her. Oh, what did I hook? I had a fish on, wrapped me up. Dang it. But she gave us a stick instead. Well, we had one, y'all. She gone. There's one. Came back for it. Come here, buddy. It might be the same fish, y'all, but I'm not too sure. I don't think it is. Fish is in the same spot. Get up here. Not a bad fish, y'all. You guys should ate that bait. Down the throat. A little bit longer than the first one, y'all, but that's a pretty fish. Alright, y'all, so I just kind of want to break down what happened today. I can keep on fishing right now, y'all, but if you notice, I literally only fish from here to down there. It's only about a 40-foot stretch. The reason because of that, y'all, I could be fishing this whole entire pond right now. I can keep on covering water. I haven't even touched any of that backside. Like I said, y'all, there's laydowns, there's trees, trunks, fish will tuck underneath that. That's honestly a key way to get back there and catch some of those fish, y'all, but I'm really trying to stick to open water where the bites really shouldn't even happen. I used that whole entire back wall for my advantage today. Use a different tactic how I can pull the fish the opposite way off the bank. Wound up catching two. They were not bad fish, y'all. Caught two, missed two. It wasn't a bad day. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. The reason why fishing touches my heart, y'all, because every single day I learn something new out here. I've been fishing my whole entire life, self-taught. No one taught me, y'all. So I know the feeling of not being able to catch fish, watching all these YouTube videos and just people get to just go jack a bunch of fish and you just can't. It's not a good feeling. Out of all the little techniques I taught y'all today, the one main thing is to never give up. If you're fishing a pond, you know there's fish in there, y'all. You just gotta make them bite. Learn how to get those fish to react towards your bait. If fish aren't biting, y'all, sit down for a second and watch the water, watch the bugs, wind, sun, turtles, everything matters when you're trying to catch bass, y'all. I don't brag about myself, y'all. I'm out here trying to teach you guys, but anytime I go to a pond or a lake or anything, I don't leave until I catch a fish. I physically will not leave until I have a bass on my line or any type of fish, y'all, because I didn't give up. Every time y'all fish, take the pond's advice, y'all. Take it in, soak it in, think about it that night, and then imagine what you're gonna do next time you come back out here, because you will catch a bigger fish. I have tons of tips and techniques, y'all, that I would love to show y'all. All you have to do is comment down below if you want to see them. We can do rod, reel, gear, setup, anything, y'all. You guys know I love putting a lot of fish, a lot of hook sets, a lot of catches in my videos, but today I made it short, simple, and just gave y'all a little bit of tips and techniques, and I hope it really helps y'all. I dare you to go out there with your buddy, fish completely different, and use the tips that I gave y'all today and see who wins that little competition between you and your buddy, and comment down below how you did. But that's a wrap, y'all. We're gonna end it right here. If y'all not seen the videos right here, y'all, give them a click, leave a comment down below, let me know what y'all thought about it. If you want to support me in the future, hit that subscribe button right here. I really appreciate it, guys. Lit and Bass TV.